Hi there, I'm Poisonclaw. Today I will be showing you my power set for my rogue. So if we go into power, like last time, you'll see that I've got a lot more of these powerauras set up. That's all deliberate because if we go to test all, you'll find that actually there's a great deal of these things that pop up. So first of all, what I'll show you is for rogues probably the most useful thing, which is the combat points. Okay, so if we look at the above combo points, you'll see that I have them, if I go to edits for this one, so the first one that comes up, I want this to show combo points, so we go to this little bit here, and we want it with either 1, 2, 3, 4 or 5 combo points. So this little thing will appear on any combo points from 1 through to 5. The second one, if I just test that, so this one will add on a combo point from 2, so 2, 3, 4 or 5. The other settings can remain on default. There's no need for any animations to change. There's no need for any sounds, there's no need for any timers, there's no need for any stacks because this is our stacks. So the next one that we go is this one here, and if we just test this, so you'll find that this adds yet another one, and I've been changing the colours. If you click on this colours box here, you'll find that the colour will change depending upon where you move the slider. I'm not going to change that because I quite like my setup as it is. So this is 3, 4 or 5, 3/4/5 if it's low res, that's forward slashes. As it says in the tutorial, if you hover over here it gives you a little tutorial on the right hand side, enter the number of combo points, etc. So just read that and do what you need. The next one is 4 or 5, so if we test that, this will show up as orange. Now, because I play in Affliction most of the time, I use Mutilate to build my combo points, so that adds 2 combo points on at a time. There is no point me wasting 2 combo points on hitting another muta before I go to use one of my finishers. So at this point, once we've hit 4, I actually play a sound. So that is shot, the nice gunshot. Crisp tells me exactly what's going on. The next one, and the final one of course, is 5. To bring that up, it completes the ring, and you'll find these textures in the default textures from number 89 through to 93. And you change the colours or keep them the same. You use whichever things you want to display combo points for you. This is what I quite like. The next one I'll show you is how to put up your dots. So that's much the same as when we did it in the warlock. So if I go to rupture, so I've got a cross swords texture for this. It's a debuff on an enemy. You type in rupture as what you want to do, make sure it's on the enemy, make sure it's cast by you in case there's another rogue in the group. No animation needed, no sound needed. Timer wise, you want to make sure that there's a timer. We'll just put it up there for you. So you need to hide the leading zeros, not show the hundreds. You can use your own colour or whatever for the number underneath. I think I covered that in the warlock tutorial. Again, make sure that it's relative to main aura at the bottom, and just let that go. The next one I'm going to show you is Garrote. So Garrote, I put that up there. That one shows you again a different sign. This is obviously an ability that you want to put up because of the way that it stacks with poison on a assassination rogue, and it will it's again very much the same. So it's a debuff garrot on the enemy, cast by me. No animation, no sound, time as needed, and you put that at the bottom. That one is, I think I've clicked use own colour or not use own colour, so you'll notice that it's pink, the same as the colour of the texture that I've used. The next one that I'll show you is recuperate. So that is a buff on yourself. That's more used for assassination. Not for assassination, sorry. That's for either combat if you're soloing stuff, or if you're going subtlety, where it adds on to your energy. But it's just handy to have there so that you can see how much is left, so you can refresh it on time. And of course, slice and dice is another one. Notice that I've lined all these up on the left hand side, so I only have to look in the same place, and that my combo points make a nice ring around me so that I can again see all of that from looking at the middle of the screen. I'm not having to look all over the place. Slice and dice is a buff on me, and it's the same as everything else. So hide leading 0, show hundreds, and just make sure that the timer is wherever it's best for you. I like them at the bottom, so I know where they are. Last couple of things I'll show you is when you are an assassination rogue, you need to know where your how much health is left on your target. And the best way to do that is to make sure that they're under 35%, because you then switch from using Mutilate to Backstab as your combo point builder. The combo point builder will, well, when I've got this on, I know that I need to switch, and to make sure that I know as well, I use a sound wave. So I've got the sonar one for this. When it comes to other things, so Tricks of the Trade is a useful ability to make sure that you keep up all the time. I make sure that I keep it up as often as I can by having something that shows me when it's available. So that is there in the middle of my screen. There's no animation, but I do have a splash sound, which kind of fits with the whirlpool type image. Again, it's a short sound that doesn't intrude too much with what I'm doing. It's a different type of thing in here. So instead of being a buff or debuff, this is an action usable. So if you're wanting to make something to tell you when something is off cooldown, so for example, going back to the warlock, if you wanted to know when metamorphosis was available, you would use this. And Tricks of the Trade, there is nothing really else you need to do for it. And finally, another one that's useful is another action usable, and that's Vendetta. So that appears there. I have a sound that goes off when that appears, so another short one that lets me know to pay attention to something popping up. So I know that when that's there, provided that the time is right, I can hit Vendetta. I should really have done one for Vanish, because that's another DPS cooldown. I'm not too bothered about Cold Blood. I don't think that does that much extra for you, apart from the 25 energy. And that's it really for rogues with power aura. There's probably lots of other things you can do, but those are the basics. If you've got any suggestions, please put them in the chat below. Thank you very much. I'm Poisonclaw or Nibble.